Kind of sucks how much knockback you get from that, because like the run could have easily continued if I just hadn't voided out. Scared of Fire Temple? I mean, not really. Fire Temple's pretty tame in this category. Let's see, what is the hardest dungeon in this category? Spirit Temple, maybe? Oh, I see Moby. Oh. Got me thinking about an interesting subject anyway. Quick text is suddenly very good though, so hopefully that continues. Also, thank you very much for the 2 months of Twitch Prime Player MC. Also, thank you very much for the best of luck quieter than a fish. Also, thank you for the good luck, Fox. And hey Nat, thank you for the good luck. Hope you're doing alright. Good bonk. You wish me good luck on top of amazing execution. Oh, well, thank you. I do wish for good luck and amazing execution. Would make the run pretty good, probably. Hey, 409. That's how we do escape. I think that's my best ever TSC escape time. I'm actually not sure. It's the best I've gotten with this set of splits, of course, but I know I've gotten 410. Don't know about 409, though. Sub 4 when? When you figure out how to get the Kokiri sword without needing to go open it from the chest in the maze. I mean, you can get like a 320 escape time. If you like New Game plus a sword. But New Game plusing a sword isn't really useful for any category. Well, yes, I should hopefully be doing speedruns of this game for a while. Like at least a month or two, hopefully. Also, yeah, now we just have to pray that the guards are good. Yeah, getting caught is faster than running in and out of the market. Because in the market, like, the day-night cycle doesn't progress, but all we need to do to get, like, Malin to load is to reload the area. So if we go and get caught by the guard instead, then day and night is still going to progress while we're, like, going to get caught by the guard. So, I mean, what it really does is it just saves, like, a load. So it saves, like, 2 or 3 seconds. Does this run have any glitches? Chat's kind of messing with you, but yes, there are a lot of glitches. Actually, I probably could have made it past that one guard on the right. Oh well. Kinda slow guards, unfortunately. Nice. Also, thank you very much for the 7 months of Tier 1 Quick Stepper. Well, right, Aaron, but I don't know if the guard's gonna move before I get there. Like, if the guard moved while I was, like, side hopping up there, I could have gotten caught, probably. Or I probably would have gotten caught. Yes, this is being played on a 3DS. Let's see that my footage on the 3DS matches the one on screen. Oh yeah, technically 2DS XL, but... the original is faster in terms of speedrunning in, like, pretty much every category, but I enjoy playing the 3DS remake more because I just think it's more fun to play, mainly because of the fact that the 3DS version doesn't have, like, any input delay, really. Whereas the N64 version, I feel like, has enough input delay to where it makes the speedrunning experience just not as fun. The glitches that we do in the 3DS version are also pretty wild. Well, I mean, typically, like, speedrun times of the original games don't get compared, but, I mean, it's kind of up in the air with the original game now due to all of the, like, ACE and SRM stuff that's being discovered. Yeah, graphically, this game also looks significantly better than the original. Of course, whenever the subject of, like, graphical and animation updates comes up, people who like the N64 version more will always bring up the point that Link's roll looks weird in this game because it was animated differently than the original game. And then that's where I bring up the fact that Link's roll in this game is more realistic to what a roll should actually look like. Because Link rolls diagonally over his back in this game, which is much better than trying to roll straight over your spine if you're rolling on, like, hard ground. Oh my goodness, is feet in the chat? I mean, rolling the way that the original Link does in Ocarina of Time is fine, like, you know, if you're doing gymnastics or something. Because, like, you know, in gymnastics you're on a somewhat soft floor. Or, like, on a trampoline or something. In which case it's fine, but... in the environment that Link is in, he's not really in any of those environments. No, in the original, he just rolls straight over his spine. I mean, yeah, he's also rolling upstairs, which doesn't make too much sense either. Oh yeah, I'm definitely feeling better than I was like a few days ago. I mean, it wasn't really that bad to begin with, but now it's like just a very mild inconvenience to trying to like do things. Congratulations, Alberto. Feel free to make a category extensions page. For this prestigious time of yours. Nice. Add muscle memory. Is this world record pace? Because I currently have the record and I'm ahead of my PB, yes. But we're only, like, you know, a little less than 17 minutes into the run, so it's hard to judge at this point. Use the Domino's delivery guy image. Yeah, the one image of me wearing a Domino's worker hat. Also, thanks for the 17 months, Photon. Also, thank you very much for the good luck, Terry Lynn. Oh, thank you, Quixotic. Glad you enjoyed it, even if you were disoriented. I mean, that's basically the reaction most people have the first time, is they have basically no idea what's happening. Which is understandable, because, like, until you dig a little deeper into it, it doesn't make much sense what's going on. Well, yeah, with certain parts of, like, title screen execution, you know, like, you don't remember why specifically selecting, you know, file 3 right now will make this log magically teleport down. Because, I mean, that's stuff that, like, even we don't particularly remember about the run. We just know that we have to do specific things, because that's what we figured out worked the best a while ago. Also, hey Chevy, thank you for the 15 months of Tier 1. Hope you've been doing alright. You like imagining that it is just magic. That's fair enough. Well, yeah, at the current moment I have the record, but that's mostly because this route is newer, and not very many people have done runs with it. No, there's no Aqua Escape besides that Navi Dive. So it's really nice that the Navi Dive exists. You can technically do it with a Jump Slash also, but like you do in the original version, but that's extremely precise in 3D. I mean, other than, like, you know, somehow getting a silver or gold scale early, but I don't think that's something we can necessarily do. Ah, really? I held down for too long. I want to make it a quick flick. Because the collision you're on right there is extremely small, of course. Yeah, the reason that right there works is because of the fact that there's a very small but very high piece of collision that just kind of sticks out of the ground right there that we can abuse. Well, it actually does store scene flags as individual bits, Wolfie, so, like, that interpretation also makes sense, which kind of makes it a little more confusing, but that's how it works, so. HESS soft gold Sculptula? Oh, that might work. Thinking about it. I'd probably just do a FESS and leave it at that. No, it doesn't matter what console you're doing this run on. Like, all 3DS related family consoles, digital or cartridge, run will work on all of them. Just as long as you're not using the Korean version. Also, thank you for the good luck, Romazerly. No, you can use any version of the game, as long as it's not the Korean version. Because the Korean version has some stuff patched. And hey, Greater Harpy, thank you for the good luck as well. Oh my goodness. I didn't notice. This game didn't have any updates, so... Okay, so now we're hopefully going to do a mega side hop off of the Deku Baba here, as long as I get my angle correct. But this mega side hop will be able to give us enough speed to then break the web down in the basement with our vertical velocity, which is pretty cool. That's probably one of the swaggiest tricks in this entire game, in my opinion, is skipping the basement and immediately breaking the web with your fall velocity. Hey Minnie, thank you for the good luck. And then using the broken Deku Stick glitch, we can easily one-cycle Goma, especially since we have the slingshot, so she stays stunned longer than she would with Deku Nuts. Alright, very nice. So that right there that I just did was a wrong warp using Furoi's Wind. I had placed Furoi's Wind inside Jabu Jabu's belly, and that wrong warped me to a very small part of the Sun Song cutscene. The reason we did that is because it's much faster to just watch a very small part of the Sun Song cutscene than it is to watch the entire post-Deku Tree cutscene. And then, of course, this puts us back into Jabu Jabu, because that's where Furoi's Wind was initially set. The current record is 128.19, which is the run that I got 2 days ago. What was found for any percent was a way to get inside the Ferrari's Wind Magic, or excuse me, the Ferrari's Wind Fairy Fountain without having to use ISG. Which is really nice, because getting ISG off of the Scotula in the Zora's Fountain area was very stupid, and nobody wanted to do it. So now we can easily skip explosives at any percent, which is why the run got brought down to like 29 minutes. Hey, Rudo made the weird noise. Also, thank you very much for the 100 bits Vermainlich. Not sure if I pronounced that right, but I did my best. I'm glad you enjoy the streams and the GDQ runs. And I hope you continue to enjoy them. Good side hop. Now, because my Ferrari's Wind Point never technically got used, I can return to it to get back to the beginning of the dungeon, which is faster than coming back from the Boomerang Room. Oh, nice. Kind of have to open up the door. Alright. And then I can do a mega flip off of that Beery as long as my position and angle are correct. Yeah, I was on the couch for the Wind Waker run that Linkus did. And thank you for the good luck, Brujo Menor. Alright, this should be a best segment. Also, thank you for the good luck, Lord Arakawa and Katamon. Gymnast. Are you a gymnast? I was up until the age of like 14. But now I'm 21, so not really a gymnast anymore. But I made the account username when I was 12, so it was relevant at the time. Also, hello Machiba. I ended up stopping because, like, eventually it got to a point where I was getting these, like, weird constant headaches while doing gymnastics. And it was determined that the source of the headaches was a brain malformation called Chiari type 1, which sounds really bad, but it's not, don't worry. Doesn't impact, like, I literally, doesn't impact my life at all, except for the fact that it gave me headaches in gymnastics. I'm currently 21. I'm 22 in a couple months. I mean, I didn't think it sucked, because I honestly didn't really like doing gymnastics. Or at least not going to the gym that I was going to. I was like, yay, an excuse to get out of gymnastics. Yeah, people tend to think that I'm older than I am, especially if they don't actually see, like, my face. Because my voice is just, like, really deep. Like, back when I streamed without a face cam, when I was, like, 14 to 17, people would always come into my chat and be like, what, you're like 16? I thought you were 25. And stuff like that. Right now I don't do, like, very much physical exercise. I basically just walk to and from campus every day. Which is like 30 minutes of walking, so it's not too much, but I also don't really eat that much either these days. I have like 2 meals a day and maybe a snack, but other than that I don't really eat anything. Alright, we remembered to set Ferrari's wind this time. Hooray. Well. Yeah, let's not fail that. Alright, let's remember to save this time. Alright, so now we're in Forest Temple. Because logic. And we will be beating Forest Temple as Child Link. Also, yeah, that was supposed to be game over. The only way that I can exit the Death Hole Wrong Warp mode that I was in is by dying and then saving and quitting. Or actually by watching a specific kind of cutscene, but I can't get that kind of cutscene there. Thankfully, getting to the Phantom Ganon room is actually not too difficult as Child Link. So I can clip out of bounds there, and then fall back into the basement. Like this. And then in this unloaded room, it's actually possible for us to get out of bounds again. And then just enter into the loading zone for the boss. Right, what do I want my equips to be? Slingshot on Y, Zelda's Letter on X, and Boomerang on Y. Yeah, that sounds correct. Hey Zelu, thank you for the good luck. And then I'll put Ferrora's Wind or Slingshot. So we do the cutscene skip. This run's actually off to a pretty okay start here. Hopefully we can keep it that way. Oh, there's the second one. Boomerang is very good for taking care of Phantom Ganon. The child items are, like, really good against him for some reason. Oh, nice. That's good to hear, Zelu. Although I imagine you're on a lot of painkiller meds right now and are probably not feeling too good, but hopefully you recover quickly. Alright, let's remember to save. Alright. Very nice. Alright, now it's time to go do Door of Time skip. I don't know about sub 120, but like getting close to, like, the lower, like, 120s times is probably possible. Like, ideal. Alright, so Ferrari's wind is on X. Well, yeah, this entire route is new, so the reason I'm saving time is because I screwed up in my first few attempts at the route. Nice. Gotta get a few bonks in, of course. So there we can use Death Hole Wrong Warping to get behind the Door of Time and pick up the Master Sword. Next part of this run isn't too exciting, it's basically just a bunch of cutscenes, but it's a nice break that we have in the middle of the run. I can also still save like a minute or so on this segment, even though it doesn't say it. I deleted my previous best because it was not going to be accurate to what we currently do. I'm also still a little stuffy. How many hours do I stream a day? Typically, if I stream, I mean, it kind of depends, like, on what I'm playing and when I started streaming. Like, today I started streaming pretty late compared to when I, like, would want to start streaming, so I probably won't stream for as long. Like, probably only 2 or 3 more hours max. I try to aim for my streams to be like 5 to 6 hours, but sometimes they're shorter or longer. I also normally wouldn't stream on a Monday because I have classes on Monday, but today is an American holiday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so no classes. Also, thank you very much, Toad Gonzalez, for the Twitch Prime subscription. Yeah, my classes are all on Mondays and Wednesdays, so on, you know, a regular Monday I'd have class, and I have class on Wednesday, of course. Alright, Penchy, thank you for the good luck. We'll see you later. Have a good night. I study computer science. Also, thank you for the good luck Tower TV. Also, because we have the Forest Medallion, we can reload this area and just instantly learn the Prelude of Light. Yeah, so I just completed my first programming assignment of the semester yesterday, which... the assignment itself was just kind of whatever, but the commenting requirements that my professor gives are a little bit overdone, I feel like. The entire assignment was like a little less than 400 lines, but over like 100 lines of that was just comments. Actually, 100 lines was just block comments. That doesn't include, like, in-code comments or, like, comments after variables. Yeah, there's a slight buzzing because I'm capturing the audio like through the headphone jack, and it also just happens to pick up some of the other like sounds that come out of there. If I was capturing the audio through the capture software, you wouldn't hear that, but the audio through the capture software is like stuttering really badly lately, so... The sound quality is much better if I just capture from the headphone jack. Ah, angle wasn't that good. That's fine. Alright, see if we can get this. Alright, nice. Cool. Alright, so this is where we hit the infamous void out 14 times in a row part. So I don't have to really do anything for a few minutes. But I mean, yeah, like I understand he wants the code to be, like, thoroughly documented, but... like, the programming assignments are also written in Java, and we're not even using Java docs. Like, he's just making us write generic block comments at, like, the start of every file, class, and method that we write. But, like, among the student body, the professor is kind of infamous for being, like, the... you know... the over-comment guy. Hey, Xander Hulk, thank you for the good luck. Also, thank you for the good luck as well, Nanorikido. Alright, Nat, we'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Ah! And because we hear the beeping hearts, that means that we're almost done. This should be the last void out. Yeah, we also have to do all of our like programming finals on paper, which is dumb, but apparently someone considered that to be the best idea. Oh, wait, what am I doing? This. There we go. What? Why did you... Oh my god. Alright, well, that was dumb. Let's try that again. My magic. No, it's not cold here. It's like 70 degrees here usually at this time of year. Out in the desert. No, after Ferro's Wind is set, it stays there. I do not need to set it again, thankfully. I will be losing time on Water Temple, though, because it died. I wasn't supposed to. Yeah, if you have the Megaton Hammer, you can crouch stab open the holes. Kind of weird, but game accepts it, so... Okay. And so I do have to remember to set Ferrari's Wind and also take 11 hits of damage, hopefully. Get back here. Yeah, I'll be losing like 30-ish seconds. Something like that. Okay, I'm actually not losing 30 seconds. That's kind of surprising. Only like 10. Alright, well, now I have to die. So that I can actually get out of Death Hole. Alright, now we're in Shadow Temple. So, between being in the market and going to Water Temple, there was a very brief point where I was in Shadow Temple. And because I'm in Death Hole, Ferore's Wind ran all the way back to Shadow Temple when I set it in the Water Temple, technically. Which is why... Which is why returning to it in regular game mode puts me in the Shadow Temple boss room. Hey, thank you for the good luck, Octopus Garden. $104.20. Excellent. Oh yeah, it's not called beta quest mode, but it's called attract mode. And basically, every time you enter a loading zone, it adds 4 to the entrance of the area that you're going to. I saved 4 minutes mainly in the child section of the run, where I lost the most time in my PB. Alright, no HESS. Nice. Oh my goodness. Avoid the boulder. Alright, it's unfortunate we didn't get that HESS, though. Alright, good. That was a hookshot jump. There's the phone. Boulder to Scaldera. That's a good theory. With a hookshot jump, we can jump very high, and then I can maneuver myself over to the loading zone for King Dodongo. I wouldn't say I hide happiness, but usually when I'm on stream and I'm like trying to do runs, I'm just like very focused on stuff. So, yeah, if I'd gotten the HESS, I would have saved like 10 seconds or so, probably. Oh well. Like right now, I'm just, you know, focusing on the things that I need to do next in the run, because next I have to do the silver block skip in Spirit Temple, which is a trick that I've had a little bit of trouble with in the past, so I'm hoping to properly get it first try in this attempt. I got all the items by accessing the title screen file. So I did a very weird wrong warp at about the 1 hour mark, or like the 55-minute mark in the run, and I actually wrong warped myself into the title screen file of the game, and then saved that file over file 1. Yes, it is game stabled. I timed it a while ago. Assuming that you get like silver block skip, like within a reasonable amount of time, of course. It's because we have, like, you know, all the keys, so we don't have to go through the trouble of getting all of them. This angle seems sketchy. Nice. Wow, really? That's a dumb way to fail that. Okay. PB got third try, so I did save time right there. Really? Are we really playing this game today? guy. I think that also happened in my PB. Alright, I have 12 minutes to beat Twinrova from here if I want to be ahead. This run is okay. I'm not a big fan of some of the mistakes I made in the adult section, like dying in the market, and then also failing the HESS to Dongo's Cavern. Missed silver block skip once, etc. I should still be saving time here as long as I don't completely screw up the Twinrova fight. I mean, yeah, hopefully the Twinrova RNG is with me, because I did lose a substantial amount of time to that in my PB. Oh well. I just realized the way that the witches laugh here. It's kind of similar to how Ganondorf laughs in Wind Waker. Except obviously the witches don't do it for as long, but I just noticed the resemblance between the two. Really? Zahir hasn't done runs in a little bit. I don't know, or I don't really know what he's doing these days. That was good that I got a double. No triple, darn. No, I mean, there's a specific voice actor credited for making Ganondorf's laugh in Wind Waker. But this laugh was first in the original Ocarina of Time, so... Alright. Good one cycle. That was another thing, my PB failed, so I will be saving massive amounts of time right here. Nah, it's gonna be more than a minute, Fox, because I also got really bad RNG on the first phase in my PB, so it's gonna be more like 2 minutes. Oh yeah, the Giant's Knife broke early in my PB, which is why I had to go through an extra cycle of the second phase. Hello. Playing Bolero is hard. I'm gonna need hammer, shoes, Deku Nuts, and I think that's it. I don't need the Master Sword, so that should be fine. This file already has the boss key for every dungeon, so... I mean, it wouldn't take that long to collect the boss key, obviously. Like, we could just clip into the boss key chest area and get it and save warp out. Yeah, I just realized there are no hookshot clips in this category. Yeah, the Darunia cutscenes, like, because we have quick text, it's, like, really fast, so... it works. Because the video shows that hole. I'm gonna come out of there now. Alright, but I did get all the damage I needed to get, so we're good. Unfortunately, I will lose time here, though, because obviously we don't want Volvagia to fly around. Literally any other of the holes would have been better for Volvagia to pop out of. Hope I'm not too close. Okay, good. Alright, well. A 121.53. Wasn't expecting to get a time that good yet, but... I guess that's just what happens when you hit all the wrong warps. So, that's pretty cool. That's more than 10 minutes faster than what the record was before we implemented this new route, so that's pretty good. I don't feel like I should be done with this category yet, but this time is, like, convincing me that I should be, even though, well, I did lose a fair bit of time in the adult section, I guess, if I take a look at this. Right, like, once we got to the adult section, I died in Market, which was a time loss. I missed the HESS to Dodongo's Cavern. I failed Silver Block Skip once. I guess I failed the hookshot jump for Spirit Temple Boss Key, or Boss Key Skip once, but that's kind of whatever. And then, of course, I got bad Volvagia RNG and lost 30 seconds on the last segment. All because Volvagia had to pop out of that one hole that's really bad. Actually, I guess in that situation, I should, like, wait until Volvagia goes back in, and then start doing more chews and nuts. But yeah, that's probably going to be the last run today. I've only been streaming for like a little more than 2.5 hours, but I think this is a good place to end runs for the day on. And of course we'll just watch the whole credits, because why not? Alright, Sponglesporn, we'll see you later. Thank you for watching. As far as, like, other categories, we should probably try to do MST at least a little bit. Like, I like all dungeons more than MST, but MST, with the new routing stuff... I mean, MST is tricky, because we need to do the trials, of course, and because you can't do the title... You can't use the title screen save in MST. But I don't think we really ironed out a good route for MST, because there are still a bunch of issues that it has. MST is Medallion Stone's Trials. It's basically all dungeons, but you do the trials also, and you're also more restricted in what glitches you can do. Like, you can't do inventory manipulation in MST. A Dimension. Well, this run was pretty good. I lost a bit of time on the adult sections, but overall this run is pretty nice. Yeah, the music's like... Well, the music is actually way ahead of the footage, not way behind, because we stared at the flame before this cutscene for like a really long amount of time. Yeah, silent dancing. We still got the fire effects, though. The sickness I have isn't really that bad. It's like, it's, at this point, it's just like mild congestion. Like, all the other symptoms are gone. And these symptoms weren't really that bad to begin with. Any issues the Dolphin emulator has with third-party GameCube adapters? No. I'm not, like, an expert on the technicalities of Dolphin or anything. Usually if I'm in Dolphin, it's using Skyward Sword, in which case I'm using a Dolphin bar, or it's tassing, in which case I'm not using a controller adapter at all. How long did it take King Zora to get there? That's actually a good question. Someone could probably do the math on that, based on the speed of his mweeps. The only leaderboard that allows emulators is the Ocarina of Time leaderboard, and only up until a certain point, so... Like, once you get within, I think it's 10% of the world record time, you're not allowed to use an emulator anymore. But no other... Or no, actually, also, the Wind Waker leaderboards allow you to use emulator until you're within, like, certain time cutoffs also. I mean, yeah, you can use emulators for practice. I mean, in general, I would say that it's better to just practice on the game itself, because there might be, like, input delay differences between emulator and console, which can mess up, like, how you time things, potentially. Also, thank you very much for the 5 bits, Best Berry. Emulators aren't allowed on the leaderboard because they're generally not accurate enough to make competition fair with people who run on console. It's typically better with, like, older consoles that have had like fleshed out emulators by this point, but like modern consoles where emulators are not really the best. Like if you run a game on like a Dolphin, then the loading times on Dolphin will likely be faster than the loading times on a console, which gives you an unfair advantage over your competitors. Also, thank you very much for the 121 bits, Emertzi. Thank you for the celebratory cheer. You could have a separate leaderboard for emulators, but like, even then, like, different computers will also, or like, you know, different storage devices will also have an effect on load times in the emulator, making it so that, like, no one is really on fair ground, even if you're, like, both using emulators, unless you're on, like, the exact same hardware, but it's a lot trickier to make emulators, at least emulators of modern consoles, viable for, like, fair speedrunning. Oh, thank you, Igor. This run was not a time I was quite expecting to get, but I mean, it works. I didn't fail any of the wrong warps, so I didn't lose any time to them. I mean, right now the current... You can only do the current any % run on Japanese because you can only enter in Japanese characters on the Japanese version, which are necessary for, like, putting the instructions that you want in your file name. Which English can't do, of course. Also, yes, this music is very good. Also, thank you very much, Joshua, for gifting Mechanion, or is that Mech Onion? Go with Mech Onion, Tier 1 subscription. Also, yes, I think I said that, but this music is very good. Yeah, the hex values of, or just like, you know, the bits that are used to store the Japanese characters, I believe what's technically happening is because you have 8 characters for your file name, the first 4 are one instruction, and the second 4 are another instruction. Because 32-bit instructions. So, that's what's happening there. We've unlocked Master Quest. Wow. I can't believe we can finally play Master Quest, guys. I don't know, the home menu. But see, the cool thing is, I can then delete my Master Quest by just deleting all of my save data. No more Master Quest. Anyway, thank you guys.